from the city is still. I'm from the city is still.
Hey guys, welcome to Picksburgh. My name is Anthony. I appreciate you joining me for another one of these sports card investing videos. Today, guys, the topic we're going to talk about is grading strategies. As you know, the grading market is completely insane right now, guys. You have companies literally every week raising prices, doubling, tripling. You got PSA right now. They've shut down everything except for Super Express, which is $300 per card. So essentially they're saying stop sending us stuff unless it's like super premium stuff so that we can get caught up, because their backlog is like over 10 million cards right now, guys. So with them being the king of the industry, like their slabs by far give you the best resale value. So like this is a huge blow for a lot of modern cards that people are wanting to send in, because now you can't send them PSA. Now there's been a lot of people that have just been like, well, I'll just send my stuff to HGA. Well, good luck getting into HGA. I've been trying my butt off to get into HGA for over a month, and I have yet to even submit one card to them, just because their online queue thing is crazy. You know, I was on there just this past Thursday, and there was 30,000 people rushing the site because that was the day that SGC announced that they're no longer $25 per card. Send us everything. They're now $75 per card because, oh crap, PSA has shut down. So there's been a huge exodus of people trying to find out where they're going to send their cards now. And the really crazy thing here is we're going to start seeing these Prism basketball cards in other slabs, because no one's going to be paying $300 to get their base cards sent into PSA. Now, if you end up pulling some kind of crazy short print or something like that, then yeah, absolutely, you're probably going to want to send that into PSA. But if not, then you're not going to be paying them type of prices. Now, I do expect PSA to come back with some kind of value pricing, but I expect it to be higher than what we're accustomed to paying for value once they actually do reopen their doors, because I'm assuming they're going to want to make up for, you know, any business they've been losing by kind of, you know, milking us a little bit more, because that's the way these grading companies roll, guys. You know, they bite off more than they can chew, and rather than being like, my bad, my service has been horrible, well, you know, sucks to be you. I'm just going to go ahead and raise prices moving forward for the same horrible service. So hopefully with these raises of prices, with them trying to get this backlog taken care of, guys, hopefully we won't run into this again. But I mean, this sucks. Let's be real. It sucks that PSA is shut down. And it sucks that SGC decides to triple their prices just to kind of deter like the tsunami of submissions coming in. Like literally within 36 hours of PSA shutting down, SGC was already overwhelmed with the influx of submissions that were coming through. So for me, SGC is not really a play at $75. Like, I don't really care what card you're sending them. Their slab doesn't have the same resale value as a PSA slab. So for me, I'm kind of playing the waiting game on SGC completely right now until they lower the prices back down to something that is more in an SGC type tier. And keep in mind, I'm an SGC fanboy. I love the black slabs. You know what I mean? Like, I sent them mucho submissions. So, you know, nothing against SGC. I'm just not paying $75 to grade anything with them when their value is not where PSA is. Now, one thing that I think is a huge play right now, in my opinion, is Beckett at 35, because like really they're the best company left at a serviceable rate. The issue is they're basically PSA wait times. They're 9+ months right now, which I actually forced a submission this past week into Beckett because I wanted to at least get my MPJ auto done, you know, before any kind of craziness happened. So I forced that in there. I also sent a hyper blue optic Joe Burrow for my buddy Marty. So it was literally just a 2-card submission. I may end up trying to force a little bit more over to them if they don't raise prices, but I've been literally sending stuff religiously to PSA every month. So most of my like extreme heat is already at PSA for like the lower amount before they started raising prices. So thank God for that. As of right now, I'm pausing PSA, I'm pausing SGC. I will use Beckett so long as they don't raise their prices. So that's probably going to be like my play to get anything that I would be sending to PSA sent in, like to flip anytime soon. But like I said, I'm not getting those back for like 9 months. So even that's a pregnancy. So that was part of the reason that I was like, yeah, I'm just going to send the MPJ, because that's a long-term hold for me anyway. So I'm cool with waiting, 9+ months on that bad boy. So we get into like value slabs now, guys. Like what are we doing there? I don't know if you heard, but even GMA raised their prices. You know what I mean? They're $15 per card, or if you're in bulk, which is over 100, it's $12. Which we were getting ready just on the 1st, just the other day, to submit our 124 card bulk group submission to GMA, and literally the day it was shipping, they came out with the news that they doubled prices and everything like that. So same day, I actually forced 96 cards out of that submission over to CSG, which is the company that is known for grading comic books. Like basically they've been the PSA of the comic world for like the longest time. So they are currently $8 per card, which is what GMA was supposed to be. So I think they might actually have a little bit more, credibility behind their name than GMA, just because the hobby kind of recognizes them as the PSA of comic books, and they're brand new to sports cards. I would imagine they're getting slammed too, because they're one of the few companies that you can actually submit to at this point that have any kind of decent turnaround time and lower price. Because even with GMA now at the $12 bulk, it's 100+ days. So, and that's business days, which normally they're much faster than that, just from the submissions I've sent to GMA. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really trying to be sitting on a GMA submission waiting for that to come back for 100+ business days. You know what I mean? The whole point of me sending stuff to them is because I want to be kind of first to the market and turn and burn, these sets before the next sets start dropping. Because once the next sets start dropping, the value on the current sets start going down. They start to plummet. So that's what I really like about being able to get in and get out with, places like SGC and places like GMA, because I'm constantly turning and burning those cards while I'm waiting on, the PSAs and the Beckett's of the world to kind of bring me, the top dollar back on my investments. I can kind of wait long term on those. But as of right now, guys, with the current state of the market, I think really the only companies that I'm going to be really messing with is, like, I'm going to keep trying to get into HGA, because honestly, I just want to get some of my Okoros like slabbed up and looking sick in those team colors and stuff like that. So I'm going to continue trying to get into HGA, especially because like right now their slabs are selling pretty well on the resale market as well. So definitely want to get in there. I'm going to be doing business with Beckett for all of my higher end stuff until PSA reopens in July. Now, if their prices go crazy, then I'm probably going to pause all of my high end stuff moving forward, unless, I come across something that's like in the thousands that it's worth paying $300 to grade. But for the most part, I'm probably going to pause high end unless Beckett stays, at the $35 mark where they're at right now. So if they stay there, I will use Beckett, and I'll continue to use Beckett for any of the bigger cards I come across in the interim. But if they go up, then I'm pausing. I will pause all of like bigger submissions and stuff like that. Now, as far as the lower end value submissions, CSG is definitely going to be where I'm going right now. Moving forward, like I said, I'm going to be heavy with Beckett, heavy with CGC, unless prices raise. From there, I might just pause, guys, because as you know, like, I grade a lot of cards. So those are some things to think of, guys. This is kind of my strategy moving forward. Do me a favor, leave me down in the comments what you're going to be doing as far as grading cards moving forward. And man, this has been like the wildest ride that I've ever seen in the market thus far. It's just insane to see what's going on, guys. Like, anybody that can monetize any facet of sports cards. It's happening right now. So again, guys, I appreciate you watching. Till the next video, may God bless you, and I hope you take it easy.